A very good morning to all the distinguished guests, respected academicians, esteemed colleagues, and my dear students. It gives us immense pleasure to welcome you all to the one-day national seminar on sustainability, changing paradigm of accounting and finance, organized by the Department of Commerce, Malda College, in association with the Indian Accounting Association Research Foundation. We are deeply honored by the gracious presence of eminent dignitaries and scholars whose contribution to the field of commerce and accounting continues to inspire generations. Your presence adds great value and prestige to this academic gathering.
In this inaugural session, we are honored to have the august presence of Professor Bhabatosh Banerjee, Honorable Inaugurator of the seminar,
Member of the Hall in Accounting and Accounting Research, former President IAARF, and former Professor of Commerce and Dean of Commerce and Management, University of Calcutta, Dr. Manush Kumar Boiddo, Principal, Malda College, Dr. Torun Mondol, Secretary, IAARF, and Principal, Sundarban Hazi, Desarat College, Professor Gautam Bhomik, Professor, Department of Commerce, University of Gorbongo, Malda, Shri Gautam Kumar Kundu, Associate Professor, Department of Commerce, Malda College, and Dr. Himanshu Kushwaha, Head of the Department and Convener of the seminar, Department of Commerce, Malda College.
We shall now proceed with the felicitation ceremony as a mark of our deep respect and appreciation for our esteemed dignitaries. We request Dr. Manush Kumar Boiddo, Principal, Malda College, Malda, to kindly felicitate Honorable Inaugurator of today's program, Professor Bhabatosh Banerjee Sir, Member of Hall of Fame in Accounting and Accounting Research, former President, IAARF, and former Professor of Commerce and Dean of Commerce and Management, University of Calcutta. We will request our Principal Sir to kindly felicitate Dr. Torun Mondol, Secretary IAARF and Principal, Sundarban Hazi, Desarat College.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Ms. Momita Kundu, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Malda College, to kindly felicitate Professor Gautam Bhomik, Professor, Department of Commerce, University of Gorbongo. Now I request ma'am to kindly felicitate Dr. Manush Kumar Boiddo, Principal, Malda College. Associate Professor, Department of Commerce, Malda College. We request ma'am to felicitate Dr. Himanshu Kushwaha, Head of the Department of Commerce, Malda College.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. We now move to a symbolic gesture that reflects the very essence of today's theme, sustainability and growth. To formally inaugurate this seminar, we will have a ceremonial plant watering, symbolizing our collective commitment to nurturing a greener and more sustainable future. We request the Honorable Inaugurator of today's program, Professor Bhabatosh Banerjee Sir, and other dignitaries, Dr. Tarun Mandal Sir, Professor Gautam Bhumik Sir, Dr. Manush Kumar Boito Sir, Shri Gautam Kumar Kullu Sir, Dr. Himanshu Kushwaha Sir, to kindly come forward and participate in the ceremonial watering of plant. Simultaneously, we invite our NSS volunteer, Ms. Shumanda Chakraborty, to present the inaugural song.
ये बोलते छोटे छोटे वीडियो में भी
ভাসে ফেলেছি মনের পথে ফুলের গন্ধে চমক লেগে উঠেছে মন ছড়িয়ে আছে আনন্দেরই তাই জাগে জাগে আমার গান পেয়েছি চোখ মেলেছি ধরার বুকে প্রাণ ঢেলেছি জানার মাঝে অজানাতে করেছি সন্ধান বিষণ তাই জাগে জাগে আমার গান সূর্য বিশ্বভরা তাহারি মাঝখানে আমি পেয়েছি মোর প্রাণ তাই জাগে জাগে আমার
Thank you, Shunanta, for that beautiful and soulful rendition. And we also sincerely thank our esteemed dignitaries for their gracious participation. We now proceed to the welcome address. It is my honor to invite Dr. Manush Kumar Boito, Principal, Manda College, to deliver the welcome address on behalf of Manda College. So, please.
Hello. Very good morning to all of you present in this one-day seminar on sustainability, changing paradigm of accounting and finance, organized by the Department of Commerce, Manda College, in association with the Indian Accounting Association Research Foundation. At the outset, I express our deep sense of gratitude and honor in welcome our distinguished inaugurator, Professor Bhabatosh Banerjee, a luminary in the field of accounting and finance, a member of the Hall of Fame in accounting and accounting research, former president of Indian Accounting Association Research Foundation, and former professor and dean of the University of Calcutta. Sir, your presence today is truly inspiring all of us. At the age of 84, you continue to inspire generations of academicians. You are truly a legendary personality in the field of accounting and finance, both nationally and internationally. Your lifelong contribution to academic excellence has set a benchmark for all of us. Your august presence today is a matter of immense pride for Manda College. Once again, sir, I most respectfully welcome you. I also extend hearty welcome to our eminent invited speakers, Professor Amalesh Wal from Assam University and Professor Tonupa Chakraborty from the University of Calcutta, who will enlighten us with their scholarly direct deliberation on emerging issues in sustainable accounting and finance. I extend my sincere welcome to our respected session chairpersons, Professor Manus Chakraborty, HOD Department of Commerce, University of Gaurbango, and CA-CMA Professor Suhaim Basu, whose guidance will enrich the technical sessions. In today's world, sustainability is no longer a choice, it is a necessity. The traditional framework of accounting and finance is undergoing a profound transformation, integrating environmental, social, and governance considerations into its core. This seminar aims to explore these evolving dimensions, encourage academic dialogue, and bridge the gap between theory and practice. I warmly welcome all other dignitaries, Professor Gautam Bhomik from Department of Commerce, University of Gaurbango, Dr. Torun Mandol, Secretary, Indian Accounting Association Research Foundation, our Senior Associate Professor Gautam Kundu, the HOD and convener of this seminar, Dr. Himanshu Khushua, and also welcome our research scholar participants, students, and our teachers from the various departments. I would also like to acknowledge the continuous support of the Indian Accounting Association Research Foundation for the dedicated effort for the organizing this seminar, especially Professor Gautam Bhomik, coordinator from IIRF, and all members of the organizing committee of Malda College, whose hard work has made the event successful. I would also like to acknowledge and place a record our sincere appreciation for the continuous support and cooperation extended by Professor Shoren Bandyopadhyay, Honorable President, Governing Body, Malda College, and all other honorable members of the Governing Body, Malda College. Their encouragement and guidance have been instrumental in the successful organization of the seminar. I hope that today's deliberation will lead to insightful discussion, innovative ideas, and meaningful academic exchange. Once again, I welcome you all and wish the seminar a grand success. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your warm and inspiring words. We are truly privileged to hear such thoughtful insights from our respected principal, sir, whose visionary leadership and constant encouragement continues to guide Malda College towards academic excellence. Next, we have the honor of inviting Dr. Tarun Mandal, Secretary, Indian Accounting Association Research Foundation, IAARF, and Principal, Sundarban Haji Kesarat College, to deliver welcome address on behalf of IAARF.
Respected Chairperson, esteemed keynote speaker, respected chief guest, and ladies and gentlemen. Today's seminar on sustainability, a paradigm of accounting and finance, is a collaborative seminar, national level seminar, Malda College and Indian Accounting Association and Research Foundation. Indian Accounting Association Research Foundation already completed 16 national level seminar across India with association of different colleges and universities, and we have completed 17 international conference in this year, January 10 and 11. We have successfully completed 17 international conference in association with International Association for Accounting Education and Research in association with EIILM, Kolkata. We have also completed a international conference at Dhaka on January 28-29, 2023. Our association has core motive to increase research work in accounting and finance. Our core objective, key objectives are to publish project and research work like corporate disclosures, accounting standard, and many others. We already published since June 1997 Indian Accounting Review, biannually journal published in June and December every year. We have started national level seminar G.D. Roy Memorial Lecture from 2014. We have started Hall of Fame Award from 2025. In 2025, we have awarded Professor G.D. Roy and C.A. Sukumar Bhattacharya. In this year, we have awarded three persons: C.A. P.R. Ramesh, former chairman, Deloitte India Limited, and Professor Srivastava, Emeritus Professor, Kansas University in USA, and our teacher, Professor Bhabatosh Banerjee, for accounting research and education. We have awarded this year. Our association is associated with American Accounting Association, and they have given us an opportunity if any research scholar or faculty may engage or take membership in AAA, in the American Accounting Association, they can get reduced fees for membership. Normal fees is $345, but if they are the member of IIA Research Foundation, they will give only $75. If he or she is a student or retired teacher, it is only $30. So, IIA Research Foundation have been able to footprint in the not only India, in abroad. I think this seminar will encourage our young researcher to research more on accounting and finance. I hope this seminar will success. Thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you, sir. Your words have enriched the significance of this seminar and highlighted the importance of academic collaboration and research in the field of accounting and finance. We deeply appreciate your valuable presence and guidance. The inaugural session would be incomplete without the presence and insights of a scholar par excellence, a legendary figure in the field of accounting and finance, whose towering contributions have left an indelible mark not only at the national level, but also on the international stage. It is our proud privilege to invite our Honorable Inaugurator of the seminar, Professor Bhabatosh Banerjee. Sir, member of the Hall of Fame in Accounting and Accounting Research, former president of IAARF, and former professor and dean, University of Calcutta, to deliver the inaugural address. Born on 2nd January 1946, Dr. Banerjee served as the 15th president of the Indian Accounting Association. He joined the University of Calcutta in 1969 and served for over 42 years, including international assignments. He has been this is only a glimpse of his vast accomplishments and his achievements. And his achievements are far beyond what can be captured here. So we request Sir to deliver his inaugural address. Sir, please.
Good morning, friends. Dr. Principal Uddo, I would request you to make a little correction. I am not 84 years old. I am 80 plus. Okay. Therefore, the seminar is on sustainability, distinguished dignitaries sitting here, and some of you are sitting there, and my dear friends. And sustainability, all literature which are available, they relate to corporate sector. Okay. Now let me cite two examples, since my young friends are there. Messi of Argentina, playing, 900 goals he scored, international goals. Is it not an example of sustainability? Very recently, the Times of India reported Mohamed Salah of Egypt. He was playing with Liverpool. He said, with glittering performance for 9 years, he will be leaving Liverpool. Now come to cricket. Our own country, Sachin Tendulkar, nobody writes about all that sustainability. Our Dada, Sourav Ganguly, and there are Kohli, and many others. Okay. So let me therefore talk a little about corporate sustainability, then come to one or two other things. Sustainability in corporate sector means balancing act among three things: environmental management, social consideration, and then your social consideration and governance. Governance issue has been going on for more than a decade. So I attended a conference in Washington, D.C. 2 years ago. American Accounting Association, he said it is the largest accounting association in the world. In as many as 9 sessions, I found these 3 words. E stands for what? No? Environment. S stands for social consideration. and G stand for governor. ESG. These three abbreviated words. So in 9, it is so important. In 9 sessions, they earmark some debatable session on this ESG. Corporate environmental policy and its implementation. This is E. You may have policy, but very few organizations are implementation. Unfortunately, I had the opportunity of corporate environmental management 2008, and this was published by Prentice Hall of India. And there I mention all these things, so very big. Then social, then you have employees in the organization, and you have lakhs and crores of people outside the organization. What type of consolidation and their implementation you are doing in your organization, that has to be reported in the corporate report. This is number 2. And number 3, governance, as I said. In short, it is maintaining accounting and reporting standards in, everybody maintains that, but in ethical way. That is more important, is governance in more ethical way. For example, CSR is one of the mandatory provisions contained in the Companies Act of 1913, where 2% of the last 3 years net profit will have to be earmarked for spending on your CSR. Now, only after audit you can find out how much of the money has been spent and on which heads. There's a sustainability connected with sustainability reporting. Say for example, GRI guidelines, one of the throughout the world global reporting initiatives. Many organizations like your organizations like KPMG, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Royal Dutch is important among them, because every year we are publishing annual report which indicate what should be done and what should not be done. Mainly what should be done and what is done by them. And UNE program, World Bank, corporate, etc. Then we have the SAIL 2021 reporting practice. This is in the oil sector, and this is, they have set up standards throughout the world. All corporate organizations, they are following the SAIL reporting. SHELL, SAIL reporting. The core values are, now one is core values, what they are mentioning mainly. Core values, achieving net zero emissions, respecting nature. I was asking your principal that the chair is very good. He said that we managed it very nicely. I said, when you plant the tree, how do you manage it? The tree was come. So, respecting the nature, then powering lives, both inside and outside, and generating shareholder value, that is important, otherwise you will be out. Then performance data and GRI index. How far you are following this? This is, I'm quoting from Shell International. It can, if you go through ITC in our country, one of the best annual reports which follow all these things. My student friends who want to learn something from practice and then come back to theory, I would suggest that you go through the ITC annual report. Okay. Then I come to the education sector. Education sector, sustainable business education. It always is there. Gautam, did you receive any paper on that? Sustainable business education. What is business education? A few questions. How education, business education can be sustained? Are we sustaining them? If not, how they can be sustained? So if you raise all these questions, many things arise. Okay, and then you have to do that. Now what we are doing, we come to the head of the department of Calcutta University sitting here. I am hesitating to say all these things, but because she was my research scholar, very good scholar during a hard time. In Calcutta University, when I was a student in 1965-67, there was a syllabus. What do we mean by syllabus? Only names of some books, subjects, and names of some books, that's all. So do we call it sustainable education? I don't know. As student, we did not have any authority to make comments or protest against that, because the ultimate power lies in ultimate hands of the teachers, the teaching community. So those days are gone. When I became the head of the department, thanks to my departmental colleagues, I could accommodate the opinion for the first time in the history of Calcutta University. The objective of commerce education was explicitly written. Okay, you can check it. And that booklet cost only 5 rupees. Only 5 rupees at that time. I got it printed from outside and then impressed the Vice Chancellor to reimburse the cost to the printer. And Vice Chancellor, when he came to know that it was for the first time in the history of the Commerce Department, which came in 1922, so he was very happy to say yes. Okay. Then sustainable business education. What does it mean? And how do we ensure it? How can we improve business education and research? Research was nobody's cup of tea. And my eldest brother, and I'm the youngest of the family, he had the same qualification, M.Com, cost accountant, so when he came to me, there was age difference between these two brothers. I'm doing research. He exclaimed, research in accounting? What are you doing? I said, okay. After 6 months, he again came with the same question, let me see what you are doing. Then I tried to convince him to a certain extent, but I did not mention anything. He went through some of my writings, summary, and then from the dining table he just went away. Mentally then I was very happy, because that was an indication of convincing him at least to some extent. Okay, so this was the concept of research in the fellow members of the Institute of Chartered and Cost Accountants. Research in accounting. Now you find that here after research. Then over decades we find a lot of improvement in the conduct of business, commerce education, including, I will say, the Calcutta University, because I have to say some sweet words, the head of the department is present here. Then when, I do not remember, when first time we set the objectives of, when we are talking about the course of a subject, business course, commerce course, accounting course, first comes your objective of the study. Then comes structure. Okay. So, lead an objective to get employment in various sectors of the economy. That was number one during my time. And then joining teaching profession. Many students used to get employment through College Service Commission and different colleges and universities. And fostering research in education. Only 1 or 2%, not more than that. Of course, during that time, many people my wife used to say, what you are doing in university, you are increasing unemployment in the country. By giving education to hundreds and thousands of students, you are simply increasing unemployment. Students are not getting your employment. It's a reality. But over time, this has changed. The picture has changed. And now means, 2018 and 20. 2020, the last which is going on now. I will read out the 2-year of Master of Commerce to be conducted under semesterized CBCS system is offered with an intention to impart specialized knowledge in different domains of business for inculcating appropriate blend of intellectual skills and moral values. Very important. And moral values in students. Okay? And in the process and teachers also. This is within bracket I mentioned. And more specifically, the course aims at developing human potential to serve, number one, the teaching profession. There is no doubt about it. Number one is at different colleges and universities. Number two, towards the research and social sciences and social sciences. And number three, employment in industry. It has been given out to number three. I am not allowed to do that somehow because it possibly comes from the national education policy. Now, what your national education policy comes from there, a robot can also frame rules of that. Because everything we copy, right? You don't discuss. Then you can counteract, you can say, the experts are sitting here. I have some experience of working with UGC. Experts from different fields. Did they make any survey? What are the needs and what are the gaps between the commerce education in the country or everywhere commerce education? Nowhere accounting or business education. Anyway, the sustainable business education, you have to measure the demand of your education. Demand from the market. Then supply from the institution. Then you will find, in economic sense, the gap between the two. Now, how best you can reduce the gap? I don't say eliminate the gap because that will never be able to do that. And curriculum integration. That is the simple task of sustainable business education. So 3 important questions are, what is the current level of demand for business education? how do business schools respect to the demand, respond to the demand. There is demand in the market, but we don't visit the market, we don't make any survey and try to ascertain the extent of demand so that we can frame our course outline accordingly. To what extent does demand drive supply under different institutional conditions? The objective should be informing students to future business needs. Now, I will give one reference. Our Secretary already mentioned about Indian Accounting League, which he started in 1997, right? June 1997. Indian Accounting Review, the only academic journal in the country in accounting and finance. Okay, there an article is going to be published. The article has come from the United States of America. The title of the article is Sustainable Business Education, demand, supply, and curriculum integration. To what extent curriculum integration? Professor Jabiullah Lee G.E. his name. He published earlier also. He's a great scholar from Middle East, now working research with number of papers published for the world. And he is, to my mind, he is the first person to talk about the sustainability in business education sector. We, the teachers, should talk about business education rather than talking about annual reports of corporation. Okay, thank you. To these words, I inaugurate this seminar. It is my pleasure and hope that this seminar will be a grand success.
Thank you, sir. Your presence today is a matter of immense pride and honor for Malda College. Thank you, sir, for that profoundly enlightening and inspiring inaugural address. We are truly honored to have been guided by your wisdom and rich experience.
I now invite Sri Gautam Kumar Puntu, Senior Most Professor in the Department of Commerce, Malda College, to say a few words. Sir, please.
Respected personalities present in this seminar hall. First of all, I pay my gratitude to all of you on behalf of myself as well as on behalf of my Department of Commerce, Malda. After a long and sincere effort, we are now in a position to start our national level seminar on sustainability paradigm of accounting and finance. Actually speaking, or rather truly speaking, sustainability is facing a threat nowadays in every sphere. Sustainability faces threat in availing energy resources. Sustainability faces threat in case of having pure drinking water. Sustainability faces threat in case of availing pure and pollution-free air. Sustainability also faces in case of economic development also. Now, in case of economic development, if there exists parallel economy in each and every economy, then all governmental policies can never act properly. Because of the existence of parallel economy, if the natural resources, if the resources, scarce resources, are used haphazardly, then actual planning, actual development of work cannot be done. So if there exists parallel economy, as well as if the government has no control over the money supply in an economy, whether it is developed economy or undeveloped economy. In developed economy also, in America, USA also, more than 50% of the money government has no control over. If this is the case, how monetary and fiscal policies can be an effective one. However, I think as majority of the speakers come from Commerce and Economics Department, I think they will highlight these problems and give some solutions and guidelines how this problem can be solved to overcome the economy and move towards development, sustainable development. I shall not extend my talk and wait to listen the speaking of so many paper presentations. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I now invite Shri Gautam, I now invite to conclude the inaugural session. I invite Professor Gautam Bhumik, Professor, Department of Commerce, University of Colombo, and Seminar Coordinator from IAARF to propose your vote of thanks. Sir.
Om Shanti. Now I am standing here more as a coordinator from IIARA in the seminar committee. And it is my proud privilege to propose vote of thanks on this inaugural session. And that I have been entrusted with this responsibility. So I will try my best, because on the dais there are some dignified and luminary figures are there who happens to be my mentor as well as my research guide. So, first of all, I would offer my sincere thanks, gratitude and regard to Professor Bhabatosh Banerjee for taking all the pain since the inception of the program to the end, because he is going to offer valedictory address. So he is intrinsically involved throughout the process. Not only that, he is present here, offered inaugural address and valedictory address, but also shares many decisions and many guidance to make this seminar happen. So, many thanks, sir, for your efforts and commitment to promote accounting education and research in this part of the world as well. Secondly, I would thank Dr. Manoj Kumar Buddhu for his sincere efforts, guidance and involvement. Being a principal of the largest college of Malda, he has to shoulder so many responsibilities. In spite of that, he has given his precious time for looking after and managing things. Even he designed a paper which is conducive for this seminar. I think that is also a great thing to look at, because every time he comes with a paper, it is innovative in one way or another. Then our secretary, very humble, Professor Dr. Torun Mondal, Secretary IIAD, he also, after assuming the charge, is promoting the Indian Accounting Association Research Foundation in various forums and organizing and encouraging the students and faculties to participate in seminar, present papers. So thank you, sir, for your active involvement. Then the faculty member and the head of the Department of Commerce Department, Malda College, they actively supported and helped us to manage everything and organize this seminar. A big round of thanks should be attributable to the team of the faculty members of Malda College Commerce Department, led by Dr. Himanshu Kushwaha, the head of the department. Thank you very much, sir. Professor Gautam Kundu, who is the senior teacher now of the department, he also provided his valuable help for this seminar. Now, a seminar is a platform where the resource person, the keynote speaker, the critical minds and the researcher meet to deliberate upon a topic of interest. So here we have fortunate to get the company of Professor Amalesh Bhawal from Assam University. He has come all along to join us with his insightful write-up and paper. Professor Tanupa Chakraborty, Head Department of Commerce, University of Calcutta. He also among us and will share his valuable insight. We have Professor Manas Chakraborty, Head Department of Commerce, University of Gaur Bango, who is going to chair the technical session where two keynote speakers will present their lecture. And Professor Dr. CMA, Professor Subhan Basu, who is our treasurer, who has also taken all the pain to come here and attend the seminar. Thank you, sir, for your presence and active participation, sir. And last but not the least, the participants and the faculty members of the Malda department. It is your sake that this conference is arranged. If you present your research paper, get the comments or suggestions from the learned chairperson and accordingly modify your paper for submission for publication. That would be the highest reward that this seminar can generate. With this, I would conclude and offer all of you a hearty vote of thanks on behalf of the Malda College and Indian Accounting Association Research Foundation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful vote of thanks. Your words have beautifully summed up the essence of today's inaugural session and expressed our collective gratitude to all who contributed to its success. With this, we formally conclude the inaugural session of this seminar. Thank you all.
Please.